Hey y'all, what's up? So have you ever seen scary movies? Have have you ever truly thought about scary movies being potentially like a warning about what's going on in the spiritual realm between heaven and hell and Satan and his demons, and it could scary movies actually be partly foreshadowing what the 7 years of tribulation is going to hold and possibly potentially look like? I've thought about it. When I was little, I had this aunt. She doesn't watch scary movies now. Like, apparently, she got rid of all of them. Which I'm like, what? She did? Because my aunt, we all knew her as the scary movie queen. Like, if you wanted to watch a scary movie, she would ask you which one, and if she didn't have it, which was like a rare thing that she wouldn't have the scary movie that was out at the time, she would go down to the local video store and rent it, and then like a week later she would buy it and have it in her house. Like, she had every scary movie you could possibly think of. And if there was like a marathon of like Freddy Krueger or Friday the 13th or the Halloween movies, you bet she had popcorn, and she was already making plans with her daughter, which is my cousin, and me to watch a scary movie marathon. Like Halloween, it was scary movie marathons because that's when they were all on TV and stuff. And so growing up, I watched a lot of scary movies. Uh a couple of my aunt's favorite was Wrong Turn. Like, I don't know why she loved it, but she loved Wrong Turn. And there's like six different Wrong Turns, I think. But now I don't really care for scary movies and stuff, but the past couple of days my brain has been thinking, what is the 7 years of tribulation truly going to look like? Do we have any real indication of that? And I was like, I think we actually do. And scary movies just kept popping in my head, and I'm like, oh no. We have scary movies that are foreshadowing some of the 7 years of tribulation. And I'm like, that's scary. Like, that has made me just go, I don't want to watch any more scary movies, like, ever again. But if you honestly, I feel like if you want a glimpse into what the 7 years is going to be like, Terminator's coming to mind. Go grab Terminator, because they've been talking about AI lately, and my brain's like, oh God, are you, no, no, Lord Jesus, nope, 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 please. That was bad. Like, I don't like the Terminator movies. I hate watching them. They're not my favorite at all. So uh, we only watched them because the boys liked them. But that is just like really in my head, and I'm like, wow, the governments must be really stupid to think that they can do AI. But well, I mean, just watch the Terminator. It'll turn you off from it real quick. Like, we don't. I don't want the AI. I don't trust AI. No, ma'am. No. Nope. 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 But if the AI is going to be in the future, whew, maybe they are doing AI because they want help to wipe out the population. I mean, it's not like they're trying to do that already, and it's not like we see the foreshadowing of the 7 years of tribulation with the governments trying to, depopulate the earth. I mean, and then there's that documentary that I talked about, I believe, a year or so ago. Um, you know, where the Illuminati and something with the Denver airport and how they plan to depopulate the earth to make it more controllable. I mean, there's that. So maybe it is all coming together. I mean, all they have to do is just wait for the stuff and wait for the rapture to happen, and that'll take care of the majority of your population, right there. But the governments are not going to be satisfied with that. They're like, oh, yeah, the rapture's going to happen, but after that, we're also going to make sure that 1/4 of the population within the first 3 years or 3.5 years of tribulation, 1 more 4th of the whole population is going to be destroyed. Why we're destroying basically 1/4 of the entire planet. So making the second half of the 7 years of tribulation that much worse. Not to mention the wrath of God is going to be poured out so abundantly upon the earth during the last 3.5 years. Whew. Like, it is insane. It's crazy to think about. And I believe, like, there are some scary movies out there that talk about, with Ouija boards and other things like that. They talk about the spiritual realm and everything else that is going on. And it's like, I believe some scary movies are foreshadowing and kind of showing it right in your face how the spiritual realm works. So it's right in your face. It's kind of like hidden in plain sight. Like when you want to hide something and you don't want someone to find it, you hide it in plain sight. And so it's right there in front of their face, but they never see it because they're looking for it, but they can't see it because it's right there. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. So for decades, stuff has been right in our face, and yet we have not seen it because it's normal. It's right there, and we act like it's never going to come to pass. We act like it's never going to happen, but yet the evidence is being shoved in your face. It's kind of like, here's the evidence, but you can't believe any of it. But yet, when you actually take a step back, look at the evidence, watch the scary movies, see what's truly going on, you're going to be like, it's been in our face this whole time. Truly, truly amazing. Truly amazing how the 7 years and the foreshadowing has been in our faces for decades. But with everything coming together, it's like, okay, we need to take a step back and look at the evidence, and it's like, oh, yeah, we've been warned this whole entire time. We just refused to see what was in front of our face. And I know a lot of Christians will be like, oh, you can't watch a scary movie because it's of the devil. Well, if you're watching a scary movie to do research and to make yourself more knowledgeable to the evidence that's been in our face this entire time, that way you can better tell people about what is coming, I feel like that is actually a perfectly good reason to watch a scary movie. To have knowledge and understanding and seeing that, oh, uh killing and cannibalism is in a lot of scary movies. Not in all, but in some. And there's just a lot of these dark spiritual realm in scary movies. And it just makes me think, like, that's how Satan was telling us what is coming. But we refuse to see it. And now I see it. And I am just in awe about it. This world is about to be turned upside down, shaken to its very core. Do you realize that when the rapture happens, everybody who is left on the earth, the grace is going to be gone immediately. The salt of the earth, the push back, it's going to be gone, and all hell will break loose upon the earth. Do you not realize there will be no safe place? You will lose everything that you own, everything that you love. The only way you may be able to stay in a home and have a roof over your head and food on your table during the 7 years is if you take the mark of the beast. And I really think about the homeless people and how they live. Going and digging through garbage cans, eating scraps out of a nasty dumpster, begging people for food, and just trying to survive, and going weeks and months without a shower. Stealing and, just moving from place to place so that they don't get caught, and just trying to survive. And right now, the homeless people, yeah, they do have facilities and stuff where they can go and get help, and they can go get a good meal or a semi-good meal and stay in a shelter and kind of have a place to sleep where it's indoors. It just depends on the type of shelter and stuff they go to. But do you not realize that after the rapture, all of that help for the homeless people are going to be gone? And a lot of people are going to become homeless. I feel like the homeless population is a foreshadowing of what is to come and how it's going to really look in the 7 years of tribulation. You're not going to be kicking in your home. You're going to be on the run. If you break a bone, if you get sick, there's going to be no hospital you can go to get the help you need, especially if you resist the mark of the beast, because they're not going to have sympathy for you. They're going to be like, oh, well, you don't have the mark? Goodbye. Or they're going to call. Here's how I think it's going to go down. They're not going to they'll turn you away, or they might say, okay, have a little seat right there. And they're going to be nice to you. They're going to trick you. And they're going to give you an opportunity like, hey, if you want medical help, you need to take the mark. You need to pledge your allegiance to the Antichrist. You need to sell us your soul. Then we'll help you. And if not, they will kill you. Because the Antichrist does not want you alive. So if in the 7 years, if you get sick and you're resisting the mark of the beast and trusting in God, you're on your own. There is nothing you can do. And if you need medicine, you better hope that you can break into a store and steal the medicine that you need without getting caught. It is going to be hell on earth. It is going to be so bad. And my heart truly breaks for those people who keep rejecting Jesus, who keep pretending to be fake Christians, who want to be lukewarm, people who don't want to fully commit their lives to Jesus. Because you are about to enter a time period, if you keep rejecting Jesus, you're about to enter the worst period in history for mankind. Please understand, you do not want to be here for the 7 years. You want to be in heaven. Jesus is your only hope, only way, only truth, and only life. Jesus is the only way out. Time is short. Time is so short. The rapture's coming probably a lot sooner than you think. And the tribulation is to soon follow after. Alright, I'm going to get off here, you guys. You guys have a great day. Bye, y'all.